T-Fred missed a chance to say your audio's not on.
I'm out on T-Fred right now.
You and T-Fred on the outs?
Yep, on the outs.
Audio's working. It's a little chilly in here, I gotta be honest with you.
That's why I got my little jacket on.
Feels great.
Well, that and I have a green
Yeah.
T-Fred shirt on.
God, only 10
It
watching.
would collide with our background, with our huddle background. Custom made.
Well, that's nice.
I'm glad Chris decided to do a green screen.
Yeah. Fought, Phil. Dave was in there a little bit too.
Friggin' lies. All lies.
That's what I remember.
Okay, Dave wasn't part of it, but still, I
Right,
thought.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember it very well.
I can misremember.
I can win a steak dinner.
Oh, I have something for the next show.
Oh, are you going to forget?
Yeah.
Write it down.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Is this from last week?
It's just I was doing my notes yesterday and messed up, so that's the first card I messed up. Oh, I can't see it.
You say
Oh, Ronnie can't see it.
He said steak and then.
Oh, yeah. Oh. So I have a storm chaser that's coming through town. It says, I'm coming to save you.
Well,
And
Do you know him?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's on TV news.
Is he famous? Local famous?
Deer Creek famous?
Not Deer Creek famous.
Piedmont famous?
Not Piedmont famous.
Newcastle famous? We can do this all night.
No.
Okay.
No. He said, coming over here to save me and Ogle.
Oh, boy.
And I said, it's not even on a sprinkle. He said, steak dinner?
Ooh.
Question mark.
Take it, yes.
Oh, I know who it is.
Yeah, I bet you don't.
Do I know him?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I thought it might be Tony because he does a little storm check.
Oh, no. He is in Logan County. Tony should be coming on here soon.
Leslie will be glad to know
Leslie's here watching. She says howdy. But, yeah, Tony is rumored to be in Logan County right now.
that. Ooh.
Tony Wilson?
Tony Wilson. Working. Yep.
You didn't invite him up here, did you?
No.
Okay.
Why would I do that?
Goodness gracious.
This looks like important business here. Do you need these notes? There's dollar amounts written down. That number there in particular I'm attracted to.
$350,000, 12 per month.
I'm in for a deal.
Well, yeah. That's 12 of those a month?
Well, I'm trying to figure out. Dominique checking us out.
Neek.
What was I doing?
I don't know, but
I mean, I'm an investor now.
good Lord. 90% of that. What's that, Ronnie?
I don't know. That's a lot.
Oh, I know what it is.
Oh, okay. It's nothing. Am I ever going to get to the point where I get like non-written on cards that I can use?
You had one for last week. You wrote on it. In fact,
Ronnie gets more than one.
look at your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's your handwriting.
Where? Oh, yeah, it is.
Tony Wilson says, "Hey, Leslie."
Oh, boy.
And she responds, "Howdy."
That wasn't a response. She said that before.
Oh,
Let's not make it sound like that they're talking.
I think it's a better. My scenario was better.
Howard will kill him.
Oh,
That's his girl.
abort.
That's his girl.
T-Fred says, "Hey guys, where's my man? Oh, there he is. Dallas. Going through the big D, and I do mean Dallas. Chris at 6:01.
Oh, I got me to start the show.
Hello and welcome to the High School Huddle. It is week 9 of the high school football season here in the great state of Oklahoma. It is Wednesday, October 30th, 2024, Halloween. The same day Stillwater and Piedmont play each other tomorrow.
Candy tomorrow.
Candy tomorrow. Yeah,
Full-size
it will
bars?
be sweet.
Bought them this weekend. Went to an establishment down the road on I-35. It's not a sponsor.
Got some goodies?
$100 worth of full-size candy bars.
So 7 candy bars. That's awesome.
Well, it was 10.
Oh, 10.
Inflation.
Along with Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, I'm Chris Evans. We're taking you up to about the next 75, 90 minutes here on the High School Huddle. Appreciate you checking us out on our live show, Second Banana Media on YouTube, also on our Facebook page, High School Huddle. So however you're finding us, whether it also on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, we upload that audio a couple days, hopefully maybe tomorrow, but usually 1 or 2 days after the show, so you can catch the replay there as well. I got to tell you guys, this has been a fun season. This has been one of the most rewarding High School Huddle season we've had.
Good time.
With our audience continue to grow and grow. It's been a rewarding season. We still got a lot of football to go too.
A lot of football to go. As you said, we really appreciate everybody tuning in, and we mean everybody.
Absolutely.
Tuning in and posting your comments. That's what makes it fun.
Yes.
The back and forth, the good times. It's good. But we do really appreciate everybody watching.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Couple of notes before we get into some of the stuff. Sarah's taking full credit for the great season. Says you're welcome for the great season. Yes, thank you, Sarah Phillips, for for your comments as well. So, a couple notes. Went to our broadcast team went to Altus, Oklahoma, a little 3-hour trip. You guys dropped me off in Moore. You guys make it back safely and feel.
Well, I drove, so you know.
Didn't fall asleep.
Well, thankfully Sean was in the front seat and he doesn't.
There ain't no way you can.
He don't shut up. So you know. So I knew we were good.
The whole time I'm driving back, I'm going. I can't say anything because he could rip my arm off and beat me to death with it. And then I'm thinking I was trying to catnap on the way back.
Right.
But I'd get woke up, and I was following the conversation because it was still going on.
Yeah.
Sean's a talker.
Yeah, he likes to talk. It's okay.
Tony says, even us Democrats, Phil?
Well, sure.
It is election season.
That's okay.
Absolutely.
I serve my country. Everybody has a right to go vote. I think it's awesome.
I like my moderate friend, Tony Wilson.
I like all of my friends, Democrat, Republican, Independent.
Tony says,
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Tony and I, moderates,
Yep.
and so we kind of get lost in the shuffle.
I'm a moderate.
Yeah.
I'm moderate.
Shut up. Just stop.
Samaj Morgan watching us
Come
out.
on now.
Keep up the good work.
Come on now.
You do the same thing, Big
dog.
Samaj. So anyway, you guys dropped me off more. Connor Phillips, Lance Evans, and myself, we had volleyball state championships at Moore High School Saturday morning at 11 and 1:30. And the minimum sets we can see was 6 because you best out of 5. The most we could have saw was 10. We saw 6.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Evan Memorial, we got home faster.
That's good.
Correction, we got the lunch/dinner a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Evan Memorial shuts out Edmond North 3-0 in the Edlam finals. That's always cool when you get like an Edlam final or a Moore final in any sports. It's really, really cool. And Mount St. Mary defeated Booker T. Washington.
Wow.
3-0.
Wow.
So we saw the minimum stats. I guess they say Mount St. Mary is nationally ranked. You wouldn't think they were. They didn't have the presence. Edmond Memorial had the presence of the 6'2" girls that can get up there and do it. But I never got that from Mount St. Mary. They're good, obviously, very good. And Booker T. Washington has the best girl, I think, in the state.
Where's she committed to?
She hasn't committed yet. She's only a junior. But,
Wow.
And you can tell. I was like,
But she's like Nebraska good.
oh, I don't know that part.
Okay.
She Cali County good. National champions.
she's D1.
National champions last year.
They were. You got it in.
I got to figure out where she falls at. Is she D1 or is she big time JUCO?
There was one girl I
I'd say
can't
if
remember.
she's the best player in the state, she's probably D1.
Well, I don't know that. I don't know.
Well, I
I don't know
think-
what high school volleyball is like.
Well, then let's sit over there and look at your card.
Why does
T. Frey
it
says
says mention Cali County?
You're right.
T. Frey says, Chris, good job on the volleyball coverage on Saturday. Yes,
welcome.
thank you. We ran into some minor detail or minor disruptions at the beginning. We didn't miss it. We didn't miss any of the broadcast.
Was it cold?
No, I had a little bit of internet issues,
Oh.
and so we had to use Guthrie News page as a backup to the
Oh,
network.
wow.
And so T. Fred and a handful of people got to see some free coverage of volleyball. So T. Fred got to see our volleyball production.
Got the news page. You getting a check for that?
Yes, absolutely. Going to get a check for that. So congratulations to those teams.
85-15.
Dominique says Guthrie has a big one this week. Who you got, Chris?
Woo, it is a big one. Hold on.
First segment.
Hold on. Slow down. Pump your brakes.
Gentle.
Pump your brakes.
I know who Tony Wilson's taking.
Well, yeah.
But some other news: cross country state meets or state championship runs is Saturday at Edmond Santa Fe. 6A begins at 8:30, and I think the last race is set for 3:30.
Who's covering that?
I'll be there.
You know, I've got a lot of experience with cross country.
You do.
I'm just saying.
You can come. I'm
If
looking.
you need
for,
help.
I'm looking for a friend.
What?
Well, I'm looking for someone to help.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I can do that.
I'm definitely looking for something like that. So,
Well, the good thing about cross country is it usually wraps
Simple.
up at a decent time too.
well, the first race is at 8:30. You have to be there to set up.
Yeah.
Which is a very
Get there at
very
8.
very little. And then so 8 to 4.
It goes quick,
8 to 4.
but it's fast paced. Is my point.
is,
They
it
line
is,
them
yeah.
up, keep them going.
They do. They do.
It's cool.
So did
I
you
got
see?
Piedmont.
Oh boy.
They have 16,000 runners on their team.
Oh,
so-
cross country.
Yeah, cross country.
okay.
Yeah.
Bishop Kelly favorites in 5A.
Ooh.
5A.
There's Piedmont 6A.
Piedmont. They're finally 6A.
Are they favorites in 6A, Piedmont?
I would have to look. Maybe I can
I
look.
bet they're one of the favorites.
They got to be.
Yeah.
They gotta
Yeah,
be.
they're
You know,
very
Deer
good.
Creek's very good too. I'll look. I'll look. I'll look here in a second. Did you guys see Steve Largent got his jersey retired at Putnam City High School?
Did he really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
He got it done with the Seahawks first, and then Tulsa,
The Hall of Fame.
the Hall of Fame, and that
Now Putnam City
now
gets
Putnam
around
City.
to it.
Now Putnam City's on board.
Well, maybe now.
I guess.
I played Sunbelt with Steve's
That's right.
son.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
Remember that. So,
Okay. He was a pretty good little player, wasn't
Good
he?
player.
Yeah.
Good ball player.
where'd he go to school?
Metro, I believe.
Metro.
Metro,
Yep,
yep,
Metro.
Metro.
Up in Tulsa. Yep. So, I got a couple of football notes here.
Oh.
One, wow, and one, dadgummit, bad deal. Dallas says Rams are winning 6A. LOL. Yeah. Hear me now, believe me later. My little.
Well, I think he's talking about volleyball.
Oh.
Why are you getting so aggressive?
Owasso. Yeah,
Why are you getting so aggressive?
I got Owasso football coming.
I should let him go, shouldn't I?
Yes. Why you save him?
Well.
Oh no, it's coming out tonight.
Oh boy.
It's been coming. It's been slipping.
Oh no, I've seen signs.
Yeah, yeah.
Last few weeks.
Yeah.
It's like a WWE storyline. He's been given teasers the past several weeks.
Real quick, sidebar. Watch the documentary on Vince McMahon.
I've gotten the first 2 parts in.
Seen it already.
Okay, he's weird.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a weird dude.
Yeah.
Dallas says cross country.
Yeah.
We'll worry about football
Dallas.
later.
I got you. I know. I speak Dallas.
Yeah. Softball, cross country.
T. Fred says Steve Largent was in the same Hall of Fame class with my dad.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
He was a good dude.
You ran for governor.
Yes, he did.
Steve Largent did. So
Beat soundly.
yes.
Yes, he
Yeah. It
did.
wasn't even close.
Yep.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Steve Largent. They had his jersey retirement at the last football game there. So, did you see the news out of Wagner?
Oh no.
I did.
What?
Defensive end, tight end, Alex Shieldknight out for the season, broken fibula. I think he had to be carted off the field. So
That's too bad.
That's terrible.
one of the
That
top
is.
players in the state of Oklahoma. He's committed to the University of Oklahoma.
I hate it for
He
that
is
kid.
out for the season, and just a tough deal. So, and I wish injury on nobody, but my mind starts thinking. Because at first I heard, did you hear about the Wagner player who's out for the year? And so now I'm thinking, is it Shieldknight or Charbonneau?
Right.
And it turns out it's Alex Shieldknight. And I'm like, if you have to play that weird mental game in your
Yeah,
head,
yeah.
which one means more that if you're going to lose more out on?
The quarterback.
That's who I went
Yeah,
with. The other
yeah.
person
Yeah.
I was talking with thought maybe it'd be Shieldknight.
Well, he's dominant.
He
He's
is
dominant.
dominant. And that person's thinking was, well, if you're going to stop Elgin or Tuttle, you have to have a defense to
Right,
stop that.
sure
But
do.
Charbonneau's also the starting linebacker
Yeah.
as well. So do you go quarterback, linebacker, tight end, defensive end? It's a tough deal, and it's just a silly mind game.
It falls in the category of you don't want to see any kid
Correct.
get hurt ever.
Yeah.
And
Golly.
but he's a senior too.
That's right.
And that adds to it. I mean, you want every senior to be able to finish their senior year on the field playing.
Yeah.
Is he going to be an early enrollee at OU? Maybe
I'm not
I mean, he
sure.
might think about it now. That way he can get in there and get his rehab and all that
Yeah,
stuff
could
going.
be.
That'd be a
Is
really
he still
smart
going to go to
decision.
OU? I mean, OU, what is it? They've won what, 3 games?
4.
Maybe he's going to open up recruiting again.
They got Maine this week.
Well, that's a pick'em game.
It's a dub.
They can win 5. They can get
dub.
5
It's a dub.
and beat Missouri. There's your 6 to get into
They're
the
going to beat
ball.
Missouri.
They're going to beat Missouri.
I think so.
Missouri's terrible.
I think they can get 6.
The biggest frauds in college football is Missouri. Biggest
So-
frauds.
Bigger than Colorado.
No. Okay. Second.
Colorado's actually improved a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have.
Yeah.
They really have. I'm joking. I mean, and I think Shadur Sanders not being. I know this is a high school show, but Shadur not being on even Heisman watch list is a joke.
Him and Travis Hunter are going to
They're going to split,
split all the votes.
but but he's one of the best players in college football. He definitely is.
yeah, I'd go Travis Hunter.
Oh, Travis
between
Hunter.
the two.
They should give him the Heisman today.
Yeah. Dallas says that's terrible. Now they only beat Elgin by 14 and not 35.
Ooh, a little shot of Ronnie there. A little shot of Ronnie there.
He's got jokes. He's got jokes. He's a funny guy. Funny guy.
So, but anyway, those are some of the notes I have off the football field. So yeah, tough news.
That is. That sucks.
Good. Shield Knight, luckily a very good player, so he's going to be able to continue playing football after high school.
Yeah.
He's going to go into a program like OU, and they have all the rehab and
all the stuff
medicine
you
and
could want.
everything you
Yeah.
could ever want. There,
Same thing
so.
that McCarty did after McAllister.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
Is McCarty even getting on the field?
Nope.
Special teams?
Not yet.
For a bad OU team, he's not getting on the field?
I haven't seen.
Well, the people in front of him are 5 stars.
Well, the 5 stars are getting their butts kicked every week.
No, not really. You must not be watching the same game.
Oh, okay. I must not be.
You're talking about the offense.
Well, we only lost one undefeated team this week.
Only one?
Only one.
Who was that? Small, was it small ball?
Medium.
Medium. Oh, Blanchard.
Yeah, Blanchard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we're down to 16 undefeated teams. We were kind of, sort of, not really, but kind of close to losing a 6A undefeated team.
Sort of. They were 100% almost defeated on Friday night.
I just want someone else to say it.
Yeah,
besides the
yeah,
Owasso hater.
no. There wasn't no almost. I
was
mean,
the final score
could
that
have
game?
been. It was close.
Well, what was the final score?
Between the undefeated team and the one-win team?
Yeah.
Oh, Owasso 31.
Yeah.
Edmond Santa Fe 27.
Oh, that's a tight game. Never in doubt.
Here's the thing, and we'll talk about it a little bit later on. Edmond Santa Fe and Norman North starting to play a little bit of football. You don't want to see them in the first round. You don't want to get beat by a 1-2-1 team.
Yeah, how does a team even get to the playoffs?
Well, because
Because there's everybody makes the playoffs.
yeah, I know.
a super
Wait,
majority.
it's real important. Tony's got a question.
Tony Wilson,
to
Chandler Lyons. We will have some Chandler Line discussion later on. Tony says, "Y'all hungry? Tone's Pizza is just down the road."
Does it mean delivery? Or do we got to
they
get to leave?
deliver?
Is it delivery?
Yeah, we can't leave.
If it's delivery, absolutely.
Yeah. Where's he at? Down the flats or something?
What's he doing?
He's working in the county, in South Edmond,
Oh.
North Guthrie?
North Guthrie. Kenny checking us out on the Facebook page says, "Let's go Cashin Wildcats."
They're turning it around a little bit.
Yep, the schedule's letting them
Couple wins.
play out a little bit there for them. So, we lost one undefeated team, so we now have 16 undefeated teams in Oklahoma. Most of those, a super majority of those in 2A football with 6 teams there. Washington Metro, Stroud, Holdenville, Adair, and Vian. So we got 3 teams in Class A and now 3 teams in Class 4A.
Yeah.
Who will be the next team? Let's just talk big school football.
Okay.
Who would be likely the next team to lose?
To lose. Okay.
Owasso,
Who they playing?
See, I knew that was coming. I shouldn't have done this segment because I don't have it in front of me. Owasso, Muskogee.
Yeah.
Let me just give you the teams.
Okay.
4A through 6A.
Okay.
Owasso, Muskogee.
Owasso has Norman North this
Carl
week.
Albert, Elgin, Tuttle, Wagner. Okay.
Owasso has Norman North this week.
Okay, that's a win.
Owasso
Muskogee has Sapaloopa.
That's a win.
Who are the other teams?
Carl
Albert has Guthrie.
Guthrie. We'll talk about that
Talk
later.
about that later.
Carl Albert has Guthrie and Altus. Let's see here. Owasso has who they have
Norman
this
North.
week?
Norman North.
Norman North, and then next week they have Yukon. Muskogee has this week they have Sapulpa and Putnam City North.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and then you go down to the 4A teams. You have Elgin. They have
Clinton this
Clinton
week.
and Cash.
Okay.
They're one of those.
Tuttle has Chickasha and Hera.
Okay.
Won't be them.
Won't be them.
Won't be them. Wagner has Skytook and Ulaga. So it won't be.
Yeah.
Won't be any of those guys.
It won't be Tuttle or Wagner. Elgin has the toughest of the three left with Clinton this week.
No.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Of the
Clinton's
three.
terrible.
Can I say none of them are going to lose?
Yeah. No. You have to pick one.
Well, what if I don't think any of them are going to lose?
Well, play the game. You think they're going to win?
Who's Owasso got next week?
Well, I mean, would you have Owasso beating Santa Fe by 4 last week?
no, but I also know that Owasso put somebody else in a quarterback and ran a totally different offense.
Right.
So that was a wrinkle.
Maybe Altus is going to do a wrinkle.
Santa Fe has
against Carter.
athletes.
Oh, okay. Altus does too.
Altus does have some good athletes. Yeah.
You had to pick one.
I'll go.
Man,
I'll go with Muskogee.
That's probably who I would say.
Who they got?
Muskogee's got this
Sapaloopa this week, and
Sapulpa this week,
then
and PC North next week.
I mean, PC North, I think we've got them. I know they're in our top 10.
Yeah, they're top 10 this week. So I mean, it's either Owasso's
It would
got
be
Norman
PC
North.
would be who would beat them.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be Sapaloopa. I mean, I would be more likely to think if somebody's going to beat them, it's going to be PC North. But 6A2, we all know this. When you get past the top 4, there's a drop. And it's the same in 5A. There's a drop. Same in 6A, big drop.
Let's say with Deer Creek not being very good anymore, it's definitely drop after the 4 there.
And I don't think we have Deer Creek on the list, but one my Deer Creek folks let me know. Remember, they were without their top 3 receivers against Jinx. Either the first play of the first series last week lost a running back.
Oh, God, there's injury bug.
Yes.
Wow.
Good job, Norman.
That sucks.
Yeah, I am horrible. I think I'm 0 for whatever against Norman this year.
Yeah.
Wins, I have not picked Norman to win, and they've won every time, I think.
Yeah.
So
I want my pick to be 0, that none of them are going to lose. But you tell me I have to play a game.
yeah. Chris Frost says, y'all need to come sit in at Elgin home side for the Clinton game. It's a fun crowd, but I'm partial.
Well, let me tell you something, Chris.
Oh, boy. Real quick. Let me build them up here real quick. I did see Elgin at the scrimmage this year. Bethany and Guthrie, a very, very good scrimmage there.
Yeah.
So, what did Chris say?
When are
it's
they
a
playing?
fun crowd.
When
It's
are
a
they-
fun crowd.
when are
It is
they-
a fun crowd.
It is a fun
Yes.
crowd.
When are they playing?
Friday night, same time Guthrie's.
Well, we can't be there.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we would love to be there.
We would love to be there.
love to be
I'd enjoy that. You have to go see the cemetery on the way in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful cemetery.
Beautiful
That's
cemetery.
where all Americans are at, right?
Oh boy.
So, okay. We need to take our opening timeout so we can kind of go more into the games here. Grant Oliver says, nothing like the crowd at the Rock on Friday.
That's a fact.
We're talking about the real rock?
Stop.
What?
Stop.
It was. I mean, we don't know if it's the first, but we know it's not the second.
That's right. That's right.
You gotta be the
What?
gotta be the bigger person sometimes.
All I said was the real rock.
What are you talking about,
You never
Chris?
talk about it all year. Now you're bringing it up out of nowhere.
Well, our viewer brought up the Rock.
They brought it up.
Oh,
we
Grant
didn't.
brought it up.
Yes.
Bring it up.
What's he talking about?
Good Lord.
Jeez. Take over big time,
sorry, guys.
We are presented by
We don't know what's wrong with Chris.
Red River Roofing. Come back, break down some of these games. And as a Wausau, are they doomed? Can they even get to? Can they even get to the championship game?
That's good.
More on that.
That's
This
a good
is
image.
the High School Huddle.
At home, the office, or your commercial building, you want a professional roofing contractor you can trust. Red River Roofing Siding and Windows has been the Oklahoma leader in residential and commercial roof repair, maintenance, and replacement for over 2 decades. Partnering with the best manufacturers to offer the best roofing systems with the best warranty protection and the best financing plan in the industry. Avoid the high volume of underqualified, untrained contractors and call Red River Roofing Siding and Windows today.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world.
Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time?
100% tenderloin. That's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I love to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Louis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Louis Turney a call at 282-7600.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
At Mosquito Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Welcome back. High School Huddle, Week 9 of the football season. Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. We get set for another exciting week of football. Got a good one. Thursday night football, Piedmont in Stillwater. Piedmont goes down to Southmore, beats Piedmont this week.
We could go to that game tomorrow night.
Could, or we could watch it.
Is it Stillwater? At Stillwater or at Piedmont?
Yeah, I think it's at Stillwater.
Well, good restaurants over there.
Yeah. We can do some...
Yeah.
We can do some work while we're there.
Yeah.
A little marketing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We work for you now.
I mean.
So the game of the week last week, yeah, it is at Stillwater. Game of the week last week, Blanchard at Tuttle. Tuttle wins it. Oh, by the way, High School Huddle brought to you by Red River Roofing, roofing, siding, windows, anything that touches the exterior. Need to get a hold of Red River Roofing. They will take care of you. Customer, I've not had their services. I've heard about it, a lot of testimonials, and a lot of people. They're among the biggest, if not the biggest, in the state when it comes to this type of stuff. So I've not had to have any isques as of late with my house, which is a very good thing.
We'd give anything just for some rain.
Yes, my goodness. So the game of the week last week, Tuttle at Blanchard. Tuttle wins that game 28-7, and really, it felt like Tuttle won that game 42-7 going on that one there. Blanchard had 3 turnovers. I tell you, it brings up a thing. Tuttle, we talked about a lot with Jinx bringing in the transfers, move-ins, whatever you want to call them. Tuttle has a healthy dose of those. 2 from Newcastle, Norman. Let's see, that one is
Jinx. Was it no?
Sophomore.
It was
the quarterback. Sophomore, and then the wide receiver from Moore.
Yeah.
Is there a lot? Is there in college? There's those teams that you just root against every time just because they win all the time.
So who are those colleges?
Well, like for a while, Alabama kept winning, so I think people.
They want to
see
public.
They want to see something different.
Yeah.
But do you think people, just talking here, do you think people, since this transfer moving thing is fairly new to high school football, that people like see all these going to one school, is it hard to root against that, or is it easy to root against that school because of all the people coming in? And so when they win the title, well, they have, and I'm just using title as an example because they're the game of the week, but if you have 7-8 transfers, does it kind of like?
Well, I think it's a lot like, the private schools for years got beat up
for the exact same thing.
And if you're fair and honest about it, if you follow high school football, I think a lot of people rooted against the private schools.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think probably, yeah. I mean, now, be careful what you're rooting against, because next year might be your year where you get a couple transfers, and then you're going to have
love every minute of it.
And love every minute of it. I mean, listen, the player that they count on down there in Tuttle, if it's up against the wall, is a born and bred Tuttle kid that they trust 100% called McAdoo.
Yep.
That's still who they go to.
Well, Roundsville?
Yeah, running back. I mean, but yeah, I think it does. I think there's definitely people that are going to talk about it and root against people. If not vocally, they'll definitely do it quietly.
Yeah. And, it's just something that popped in my mind, just thinking about all the different games around the state.
Well, Carl Robert, we follow them obviously pretty closely. Yeah. I don't think I necessarily cheer against them, even though I know they get the transfers all the time.
I don't.
I just respect the tradition, not necessarily the tradition, but just, okay, you can get the players to come in and play, but you got to have dang good coaches, and they got dang good coaches.
I respect.
So I respect that.
I respect the way they run their program.
Right, absolutely.
I mean, I think it's top notch. I mean, when I think of quality programs in Oklahoma, talking about the program itself, not just wins and losses, I always think about Carl Albert, I always think about Bixby, I think about Wagner. I mean, these are the schools that come to mind immediately, right? They win a lot of championships, they do it right, they've got great coaches, the kids on the field act right, they're not out there acting stupid.
Boneheads.
I mean, the fans are usually, they know football, so overall, Washington, Tony, thank you. Washington's another one of those, you just think about, but I mean, I don't like the transfer stuff in high school. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I think there's situations where there's kids that in the old system would get caught up in the system, and that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I think what we have now is not good for high school sports.
Yeah, I agree.
So, like when we talk about the private schools, I think they have a big advantage in your country club sports. Volleyball, I mean, we saw how many private schools in volleyball compared to public schools. It wasn't, cross country, tennis are some of the big ones. But
golf.
I don't think private schools have a huge advantage as they once did in high school football, simply because Moore can bring in 5 players from outside now.
Yeah.
The transfer. I don't think the private schools have that advantage anymore. I think Jinx can bring in a whole bunch of players. Carl Albert can bring in a bunch of players. I don't think the private school. I mean, there's an argument. If you look at Carl Albert, they have the entire Middale School District. Then you have towns just outside of the Middale School District. And if you're a stud, whatever sport you are, you're more than likely going to Carl Albert.
Yeah,
you can establish that before your freshman year, and now you can transfer in.
What I wonder,
so I think they have an event. It's because of their winning tradition.
Yeah.
But I think it's easier for maybe like a Carl Albert compared to maybe a Bishop McGuinness.
I think that's right. I think you can make that argument, and it's a strong argument. I think that you're seeing also like the Tuttles. Part of the reason why Tuttle's attractive, besides that they have a competitive football program, is it's one of the hottest places to live in the metro area. The Tri-City area is just wrestling, baseball. They're just good in a lot of things. They've got a lot going on with facilities down there, you know, with Chad Richardson donating all the money he is to his alma mater of Tuttle. So I think all that factors in. I think good programs are going to obviously get a lot of transfers because they're good programs.
Well, Sean Bonner, a great comment here on Facebook, says the programs that get the transfers were good.
Yeah.
So good programs before, they're just getting better.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
And Tuttle's a perfect point, like Dallas mentioned, because they were already dominant in wrestling have been for years.
They won 14 or 15.
They're the program in Oklahoma.
Okay, for years in wrestling, and they just recently won a state baseball championship as well. So they've been in good baseball, and they're good in football pretty much every year now. So now that Chad's giving all that money to Tuttle, and they got all those facilities and all those nice uniforms and everything. Absolutely. Before, 10 years ago, people weren't transferring to Tuttle. Those are homegrown kids.
Yeah.
Now you got people coming in there because of those facilities that they've acquired.
Well, and Washington's the same way, guys. Washington's a pretty affluent community. They win in a lot of things.
Down the street from Norman.
Down the street from Norman. They got a lot of great stuff going on there. And that's not. Listen, this is what I don't want to have happen. I don't care if it's Carl Albert, Jinx, Tuttle, wherever the kids get these transfers. What I hope doesn't happen is, because you still got to go on the field and play. I hope that what doesn't happen is these schools, if they get a lot of transfers and they win a state title, that people start disparaging that state title win.
Well,
because I don't think that's. I mean, there's a lot of kids on there that still focus on the kids.
Okay, real quick, Dallas had a great point. I'm going to get it on the screen. Uniforms and facilities are a massive part of why kids transfer, and Tuttle has all those box checks. Yep. They do have great uniforms.
Yeah, they do.
So to kind of what you just said, 5A's top heavy.
Yeah.
Well, Carl Albert and Del City get all the transfers.
Yep.
So is that good for 5A football?
I never said it was good.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying is I don't want the kids that are on the field playing. I don't want to diminish what they've all accomplished.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, state championships are hard to win.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Regardless,
what I really like, and we'll talk about Carl Albert here in a little bit with their game with Guthrie. But the thing that I really, really like is the quarterback for Carl Albert. He's senior Devin Woodring. Yep. This is a kid that grew up wanting to be a Carl Albert Titan. Junior high football, high school football. He would not be on the field if Kevin Sperry did not transfer. He stayed, and now he's being rewarded with the senior year. And probably will have the best chance right now to win a state championship. Yeah. Those are the type of kids that I really get behind.
100%.
I mean, I'm not.
You're not disparaging.
If Carl Albert wins, if Tuttle wins, I'm fine with that. But Devin Woodring are the kids that I
agree
really
with
get
that.
excited.
I agree with that.
So. All right, just thought that's probably more of a first segment deal. But
it was.
Had to get that in there. We got it in eventually. So, anyway, yeah, Tuttle takes down Blanchard. And so when you start looking at the playoffs a little bit, we kind of talked about it last week. Now that we know Tuttle is on the opposite side of the bracket of Blanchard, Wagner, and Elgin.
See you in the finals, Tuttle.
Yeah, Tuttle has to go through maybe perhaps a Miami and then either like a Bethany to get to the state championship. Whereas, Blanchard and Clinton could be a first-round matchup. The winner of that game gets Wagner. Winner of that game has to play probably Elgin to get to the championship.
Nice. Now that's murderer's row.
We should just have 4A playoffs at Chad Richardson Stadium.
Yeah. Let's just run the 4A playoffs.
Go ahead and call NFHS. We'll get it started.
Yeah, I got the. I saw a local television station did a story on the $18 million facility Total raised $9 million, and then Chad Richardson and family.
Well, I took it out of petty cash.
Donated the other $9 million there.
When you're worth something that ends with a B,
yeah,
you can do those things.
Yeah. So
can't even spell that word.
Dallas says Pryor is about to be the next Tuttle.
Oh, he's bringing the knowledge now.
Yeah. They are in the process of building a new stadium, and Google is always donating money to that school.
That's a great point.
Remember, I went up. I did my Tulsa tour.
Yeah, I was afraid you were going to get arrested. You were shooting video outside the facility.
It was a concrete facility.
Oh boy,
with guards
windows?
and gates. Oh, no windows. Oh no. Oh no. But yeah, Dallas, I can definitely see that. So that would be interesting. Pryor already has an outstanding softball team. In fact, they won state this year, but they've been good before the last couple of years. And then their baseball program has had years of excellence as well. So now you start to build football stadiums, and you have the Claremores and Ulagas, and if you're the fifth running back at Owasso, you're really good, but you can't get on the field, so you go to Pryor. So yeah, that makes sense because Grant says the Pryor facilities are sweet for sure. I got to see them firsthand. Now the football field, they need a little bit of work on that, which sounds like they are, but I wasn't.
What about? See, I've been to
baseball, softball, great though.
I've been to Pryor once, and I guess this is a omen to how nice things are there. It was raining in Ark City one day, and Coach Dave called and said, "Hey, we got practice. We're driving to Pryor." We drove to Pryor for practice.
In college?
For practice, yes.
In college?
Yes, that's correct.
Indoor or outdoor?
Oh, indoor. Outdoor. No, we're outdoors.
Outdoor.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. We drove from Ark City, Kansas to Pryor for practice because obviously they're nice, but
that's a long drive.
For practice.
He really wanted to practice.
Oh, yes, he did.
Sean on Facebook says, what side of the bracket is Weatherford on? The wrong one? According to my calculations on what I think will happen, they are on the right one.
There you go.
On the right one, but
sometimes when you lose, you win.
But Sean, right. I have Weatherford opening up the playoffs with Bethany.
Oh.
How about that first round matchup? Weatherford at Bethany at Weatherford is what I have projected for that if things go as projected there. So, yeah. Other games last week. How about this one? I got to watch a little bit toward the replay of this one. Newcastle and Lawton MacArthur. Class 5A matchup. Newcastle wins at 35-31. And I was on a podcast down in the Lawton area, and I told you guys about the Newcastle quarterback. Yep. Yeah, he's good.
Well, that's why we all three picked him.
That's why we all three. Yeah, we did get something right.
Oh yeah, I was going back, but then he convinced me.
Yeah, he had a huge pass downfield. It was about 35 yards on the money. Strong arm. They will be a tough out. Really. I'm forgetting his name, Shanuel, Schanuel. I think his first name's Jackson. 6'3". I mean, he looks the part, and they have a really,
what year
really
is
good
he?
team. I don't know. I think he's a senior.
Okay.
I think. Grant will definitely know.
Grant's got comments.
Grant, well, we got the prior one up there. Grant says, this game had one of the worst calls I've ever seen on a screenplay before. Oh, yeah. Is that the video that we've seen? Or is this something different?
It must be something different.
Okay, something different. Grant confirms he is a senior, the Newcastle quarterback. He is really, really good. Speaking of a call, we'll talk about that here in a second when we get to the PC North Sand Springs game. Have you seen the video, Ronnie?
I haven't.
Yeah. Phil, did I show you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Controversial?
Just a missed call.
Missed call.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. How about Booker T. Washington beating McAllister Buffaloes?
I mean, we all picked that too. I mean,
we all did pick that one. Booker T. going to be the district champions.
6 in a row. 6 wins in a row.
Yeah.
Are they back?
They're back to. They're happy to be back in 5A. I can confirm that. I can confirm that.
Are they starting to sniff some rankings, Chris?
I bumped them up in my rankings. They were number 10. Yeah. I think I got them
7, 6.
No, I forgot what I. No, they're. I can't remember what I put them at. Let's look it up real quick though. But Booker T. Washington now 6-2 on the season, and when you look at Booker T. Washington down in District 5A3, they started the season off with Muskogee and Del City.
That's tough.
I mean,
that's tough.
and they get beat 89 to 21 in those two games. But they've reeled off 6 in a row now. Central, Durant, their best victory in that group would be Shawnee and then Bishop Kelly before last week's 13-7 victory over McAllister. So they beat McAllister, they beat Kelly, they beat Shawnee. So it's not like just, those, Shawnee, Kelly trying to find their way. But no, I can't remember what I did.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get you sidetracked.
No, you got me sidetracked. Maybe I can come back to it here when we do our ranking.
Yeah, how about that?
Muskogee takes down Sand Springs. Muskogee 8-0, 5-0 in district play. I think their win streak is 11 or 12 now.
Well, Sand Springs just, who put their schedule together, Coach? Woo.
Yeah, it is
it's just been tough.
We talking about Muskogee Sand Springs. It was kind of a comfortable
49-33.
49-33. Yep. Yeah, so we'll talk about Sand Springs in a little bit. They got a big game this week as they make the trip down to Oklahoma City, take on PC North. Ronnie's Norman Tigers, they just don't know how to lose.
They don't know how to lose.
Just don't know how to lose. The Norman Tigers.
If I had a hat, I'd tip it.
Norman High School beats Deer Creek 54-27. We knew they were going to be questionable if they had 3 receivers, but then their running back goes down. It's just bad timing for Deer Creek to be losing players right now. Hopefully they can come back and be a playoff team.
I think I was pretty much on the only one on the program last week, not just you two, but in the comments to pick Norman.
I think you're right.
So Norman, they're going to finish 3rd in their district, and I have them playing either Westmore or Edmond Santa Fe. I don't think they want to play Edmond Santa Fe. How about Norman, Edmond? Of course, if I
Norman's going to crush them.
Okay, you win every time you pick Norman. I lose every time I pick Norman.
I'll lock it right now.
Well, they might play Westmore. I think they might play Westmore.
How much are they going to win by?
Well, probably at least 30. That's my number. 30.
Dallas said, call this week 0 that...
He did call it week 0.
That DC Booker T is a really good coach. Oh, the DC at Booker T has a really good coach.
I actually remember him saying that.
All right. Counselor MacArthur. Wagner. No issues with Grove. Pryor.
Oh, I got that one too.
Pryor.
Me and Dallas got that one.
Pryor gets past Collinsville.
Rough week.
Just running away with the boys. Just running away with it.
Collinsville with a quality loss this week, last week.
You are running away with it.
What was it, 30-something to 30-something? What were we talking about? Collinsville.
Collinsville Pryor?
Yeah. What was it? Collinsville Pryor.
It was a tight game.
There it is. 37-36.
Yeah.
Yep. I believe Pryor scored on their last possession.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Jinx takes down the Moore Lions. What's that? 4, 5 in a row.
Yeah.
What's the?
It's not good.
It's not good in Moore. They had one of the best starts in a long time, and now they can't win a game. So they started the season by beating Westmore, Southmore, Norman North, and Mustang. Then the schedule picked up quickly. Bixby, Deer Creek, Norman, Jinx.
Yeah, not fun.
They do finish up with Edmond North and Enid, so they got chances to get healthy here pretty quick. Yeah. Tony Wilson says, place your pizza order. We'll be delivering from Logan County around 7:30, 7:45.
Meat lovers.
Does he have vegan pizza?
Stop.
What?
You said meat lovers.
Meat lovers, yes.
All right, meat lovers. Correct. It is. You can watch us eat, Phil.
Okay. It's a lifestyle.
Bixby, no issues with Mustang. And I got 2 more games here. Heritage Hall in 2A football. No, excuse me. 3A football. The thing with Heritage Hall wins over Pauls Valley 41-36. So you look at Heritage Hall, they began the season with a loss to Lincoln Christian. They beat Millwood by 3.
Yep.
They win in overtime against Plainview.
Oh yeah. Remember that one?
I remember that one. And then they beat Pauls Valley by 5. I think this is good for Heritage Hall to go through this. You ready for this note?
Yes.
By the way, Heritage Hall is 5-0 in district play. Stat of the year.
Oh.
Stat of the year.
Okay.
Heritage Hall has won 78 straight district football games.
Are you serious?
We knew that. We talked about that in the state championship game last year.
Did we?
Yes.
That was longer than an hour ago. I
78 straight district games.
Wow.
Northern.
That's big.
That's huge.
Yeah. Holy smokes.
78.
No, that's insane.
Dallas says if Santa Fe's offense coordinator doesn't get in the way, they keep 6 at quarterback, they will win out and make the playoffs. Yeah, no. Yeah, and they should. They should. They got to get past UConn and Westmore and they're in.
Yeah, they're in.
Who's OC at Santa Fe now?
Santa Fe's got to be UConn and Norman North to leapfrog Westmore. Westmore's got Union and Broken Arrow. So Westmore's done winning. So Westmore's going to be 2-5. Did Santa Fe lose to Westmore?
Surely
nope.
Not.
Santa Fe. So
Santa Fe's in.
Santa Fe's in.
Yeah.
They just got they got to beat one of their two teams, either UConn or Norman North. They'll beat UConn. Should beat UConn. Yeah. I think they're in. So, Tony says he has veggies, Phil. But we already said meat lovers, so you can. It's.
Isn't it by the slice?
I think it's just the individual one, right?
Yeah, individual.
Well, then veggie.
Veggie? Okay. All right.
Thanks, don't get veggies near my meat lovers, though. I don't even cook in the same oven.
Grant Oliver says, what's Chris's 5A West playoff matchup predictions? Wondering who y'all think finishes where. If I look at 5A, if I were to guess, I think Newcastle wins the district championship, and they'll play either Noble, El Reno, or Altus. Whoever is going to come out of there.
Okay.
I think Pryor is going to finish second in their district and play either Shawnee or McAllister, probably Shawnee. Okay. I think Shawnee finishes third. So Shawnee on the road to Pryor. How about this first round matchup? I think Booker T. Washington is going to win District 3 district title.
Who they get?
I think they will will play the fourth team in District 4, which is Collinsville.
Oh.
Booker T. favored, but do you want to see Collinsville in your first round playoff game?
Yeah, why not?
But you
completely cursed them all year long. So, I mean, I would love to have Collinsville first round.
Have you looked at their quality losses?
Their what?
Quality losses?
Stop.
Ronnie hates that. Ronnie hates that.
It's nonsense. Stuff comes out of your mouth sometimes.
Guthrie?
His mouth?
Yeah.
Guthrie's going to fight and crawl, maybe get that second spot in the district. I think Midwest City is the third best team in District 5A1.
Oh, wow.
I think McGinnis is on the road to Carl Albert first.
Midwest City is going to be third?
I think Midwest City has the tiebreaker over McGinnis.
Yeah, they put.
They're going to beat MacArthur?
They already played, didn't they?
Yeah, MacArthur already.
Well, you got Newcastle, Bishop McGinnis, MacArthur, and Midwest City right now.
I think MacArthur's going to finish second.
Oh, okay.
I think Midwest City is going to finish third, and I think
I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Gotcha.
So Midwest City Guthrie, I'm at.
Could be.
I'm at that.
That's the game.
First round.
Yeah, could be, or maybe Guthrie's got to play Carl Albert and Lawton. So I mean, those just not a gimme. Obviously, there.
No.
These are just projections. These are just Grant asked what my
Grant's got other words for you.
Not what I think. Well, of course, Grant and I never agree on this.
Well, he has a problem with just getting along with people.
I think Bishop Kelly will be on the road to McAllister. First round matchup.
Bishop Kelly's going to make the playoffs.
Yeah. Wow. I think Claremore will go on the road and play Del City first round.
Ooh, that's going to leave a mark.
And I think Lawton will be on the road at Lawton Mac. It could be Guthrie at Lawton Mac. First round matchup. Just my thoughts. Grant asked. I give him my thoughts here. So, T. Ferris says McGinnis has to win out to get districts.
Is he talking about to win districts?
Oh yeah, McGinnis has to win out to get the districts.
Yeah, good luck.
Could be Lawton Mac at Guthrie. Yes,
could be.
Just a projection. Projection. We'll know a whole lot. We'll know all the scenarios next week. Tune in next week. This team wins by 5, they go here. They lose by 4, they go here.
That's right.
We'll have all that. The other game, the final game that we will get to before we move on to our next segment, PC North at Sapulpa. 7-3 winners are the Panthers. And Sapulpa, I don't know when they kicked their field goal, but they were leading 3-0. And I think this was early third quarter. Let me take that back. So Friday night or Saturday morning, I have a couple of buddies, friends in Sapulpa were letting me know, did you see how the game ended? I said, no, I have not.
We're a little busy.
We were in Altus, and we were doing volleyball, and then then on Sunday I had church stuff from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. I needed 12 hours in church this past week. So I
can feel the Holy Spirit over there.
Yeah. So I didn't. And so I got to see it either Tuesday or Wednesday when I had time to go over my note cards here. And so it's early third quarter. PC North has the football in around the 30-yard line, and the right guard jumps offside.
Motion.
PC North's right guard goes into motion. It is clear as day. I mean, you don't even need to see the replay. It's clear as day. And then the quarterback, we'll talk about here in a little bit, rolls out, and then the play, he's an athlete. He's a true athlete. And the play breaks down, so he reverses his field and goes on to score the only game's touchdown.
A great effort.
Oh, no doubt.
Tremendous effort by the kid.
So it shouldn't even count because of the false start.
Oh, wow. I mean, it was very obvious watching it live.
So that official cost me 10-0?
Yeah.
That official cost me 10-0?
Yeah, it was. And of course, there's no replay in Oklahoma. And even if it was in NFL, you can't replay it offsides. I mean, but it was obviously offside. Well, now, with that being said, it was early third quarter, so who knows what happened. But I'm just saying.
Sapulpa had plenty of time to make up for that.
Correct.
Absolutely,
yeah.
And what I'm going to simply say is,
I feel sorry for that official. Whoever's called that.
I don't.
Yeah.
I do. This is what I'll say. Putnam City, missed calls are part of the game.
Yeah, obviously.
You know, injuries are part of the game. And I know this is not your intention, nor what you're saying, but...
Well, I was just saying a part of...
It's part of the game. That's what we talk about. But,
I was told about it, and then I read an article, and I was like, well, I got to watch to see what
and Chris is not. I saw the video. Chris showed me the video. It's about as blatant of a...
Usually when you watch false starts, you're like, where's that? You replay and go, I guess this was... taken off.
So five people missed it.
Yeah,
it was.
I tell you, didn't miss it. The entire crowd there.
Yeah,
it was.
And the announcers.
And the announcers. Yeah, it was not good. Little too much.
Too much. Yeah.
But congratulations, PC North.
Yep.
Good win.
Yep. They got a big game this week.
Yeah, big game.
As Sand Springs comes to town. See, Grant Oliver says, I hope McGinnis wins out. I wasn't putting hoping or
right.
I was
what you're thinking.
What I was thinking. Yeah. So.
People taking shots at you. You can't get to Chris. He's spent 12 hours in church Sunday. Good luck.
Well, I didn't. Your wife told me. I didn't know people were coming after me yesterday on my fire reports.
Oh, everybody mad at you?
Yeah.
Did you start the fire?
I did not start the fire.
Okay. Well, good.
No, I said I-35 near Covell, and they said it's not near. It's on Covell. Well, if it was on Covell, it'd be in the road. But
some do, and some just talk about it.
So, 12 years ago, that would have, I'd been up all night thinking about it, but now it happens, and I feel good about myself. So, no big deal. It happens when you put yourself in these spots and have fun with it. It happens.
If you don't eat at my dinner table, I really don't care.
All right, we are going to take a timeout. Grant Oliver is rooting with pom poms.
He's basically going to work at McGinnis. He's applying for a job right now.
Well, T-Fred is in charge of operations.
T-Fred?
Grant wants a job.
We just got to turn down our offer first.
Oh, I think he already has with those comments.
You turned down. We've been offering him positions for a
year and a half, 2 years.
2 years.
Yes.
So he's moved on. He wants that private school. He wants that McGinnis money, T-Fred. you deal with it.
Yeah, you take him from
me. We can offer you a good time.
He's your problem now.
Yeah. Take a time out. Come back. This is the High School Huddle. Title sponsor, Red River Roofing.
Mom, Red River's gonna fix our roof.
Buddy, it's gonna be easy getting a quote after that storm. Have you seen those roofers?
I could get you a new roof. Wait.
That will be out of business next week.
Roofing!
Let's quit messing with these clowns and call Red River Roofing.
Exxon was founded by two combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Louis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Louis Turney a call at 282-7600.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin. That's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Welcome back. It is the High School Huddle. Sarah Phillips says, yes, I have eaten at your dinner table.
Yes, she has, and her opinion matters to me.
Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. Segment number
3
here on the High School Huddle. Dallas and Chris definitely started the fight. That is completely cap. Investigators watch this show. Marshals watch this show. So we got to make sure.
City manager watch this show.
All of them watch that show. So we got to be careful here. Coming up here in our next segment, top 10 games of the week. There are other games that did not make the top 10 list. Yes, my hometown will be the number 1 team. So
Homer?
Homer.
Okay. All right.
Will I pick them? I don't know. But, they are the number 1 team. So
number one game.
Number 1 game.
Number 1 game.
Playing the number 1 team.
Playing the number 1 team.
In Oklahoma.
Not in Oklahoma.
Not in Oklahoma.
I guess they would be number
3.
2, 3.
I'd have them 3.
Owasso, Bixby, or Bixby, Owasso.
Yeah.
Carl, however you want to look at it.
That's how I would have it.
However you want to look at it.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to have to do something a little bit different here.
Try new things?
Well,
new segment.
A new segment by accident.
Oh, by accident.
Boy, if Grant's here, then we can have really all the answers.
Oh, boy.
He probably went 7-3 last week, like you guys. Well, Chris went 6.
I wish I was 7.
Who went 10-0 this year? Oh, that was me.
Well, it was an official. It cost me 10-0.
That was me.
I gave you.
Thank you.
Give
me an L. Thank you.
Tony cost me a 10-0 one week.
Yeah, he did.
Sure did.
Well, you cost yourself a 10-0.
Yes, I did.
Have 3 10-0s.
I could have 3 10-0s. I could.
Still be losing.
That's okay. I'd have the 10-0s.
No, I think you'd be tied.
Oh, tie. Okay.
Oh, God, I could have.
Okay, so I got busy with other stuff. I did not compile our I have my top 10, but I didn't get your.
It's all right. It's all right.
I didn't get your top 5 for the week.
We got it.
We were sitting out for an hour just hanging out. We just
it never
completely
entered my
forgot.
mind.
Yeah.
Never entered my mind. So what's really cool about this is Phil's going 10-0 finally showed up.
Oh, and he said you had a Freudian slip.
Which one?
I don't know.
Got the number 1.
Yeah,
Oh,
got number 1. Yeah,
well,
that is. Yeah.
Number 1 in my heart.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Number 1 in my heart. So here's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to do the top 5 rankings live.
Oh boy.
So now
you're giving Grant a platform.
Yes, Grant a platform.
And T-Fred
and Dallas.
Well,
Dallas.
What about Dominique?
Well, if he's still with us, he hasn't come in a while.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so remember when y'all thought Phil going 10-0 was me? It's funny how they have back
I
to
still
back.
think I might.
How they have go back to
I
back.
still think I might.
It's back to back.
No, I still think I might.
Yeah. It's not ruled out. Who we thought that one time with the Washington.
No, it's not.
It's not him. So Grant is back on the table.
But yeah, he's back on the table.
Yes, absolutely. So we have to pick the top 5 for the high school huddle. And we have to do it live because these rankings, and we can kind of go fast if we have to, but like A2, it's not, it still hasn't been updated, but.
Thomas would be 4 for me.
Yeah. See, I got Hominy at the 2 spot.
Yeah.
I had Mangum at that spot. It should be Thomas in the 4 spot. And then the 5 spot is up for conversation. There's Tallahini, there's Regent Prep, there's Valma Alma. I tend to lean with Tallahini as the 5 team in A2. Are we okay with this top 5 for the high school huddle? And by the way, this is how gotta turn it off here. My bad. This is how we do it. I go, give me your top 5, your top 5. Here's my top 5.
We yell at each other.
We formulate it. We do the math. Because most of the time we agree on 1 through 4, but Ronnie have a 5, Phil will have a 5, and I'll have a different 5.
He's been wrong at 4A all year.
Well, I know. Yeah, this week.
Up to this week.
This week, yeah.
I know.
We got a discussion here.
Tallahena, by the way.
Tallahena.
I
like Tallahini.
Yeah. That's not how you say it.
Well, it's okay.
Tallahena.
What you like.
Yeah, Tallahena. Okay, so are we okay with A2? Are we good to go there?
I like it.
Okay. All right. So here are last week's Class A1 rankings. Hooker, Rejoice Christian, Fairview, Christian Heritage, and Hartshorn. I think all 5 won. Are we okay? Are we okay? Actually, no, I lied.
Oh, who lost?
I think Hartshorn.
Oh.
Yes, Hartshorn lied or got beat. So I'm my pick would be Pecola. Is who I would go with Pecola.
6 Walters.
You got Walters. You got Wynnewood.
Wynnewood.
I'm all in on Wynnewood.
Wynnewood.
Oh,
wasn't that Grant's team?
Yeah.
Wynnewood?
No, that was Grant's team last year.
Yeah, last year.
Well, put me down for Wynnewood. No, I'm good with what you got.
Okay, so we'll go with Pecola in the 5 spot. Okay. Moving on to class. What was that? 2A2. Vian won, Adair won, Stroud won, Davis won, and I think Holdenville. Let me make sure they're on my undefeated list. So the top 5, all 5 of them won last week. Are we good there?
Yeah.
Okay. I still think Davis.
Yeah, you like Davis.
I really like Davis. They came out with a tough schedule. Let me remind you one more time of Davis's football schedule, a program that wins a lot of football games. This is Davis and how they began their season. By the way, it'll come down to Davis and Holdenville this week to determine the district champion, number 4 versus number 5. But Davis started off with Pauls Valley, Sulphur, and Plainview.
Oof.
You think they'll be ready for?
Yeah, they're ready.
When they get to football, when they get to the playoffs, they're not going to be
Yeah,
they've already seen and all.
They're going to be one of those teams at Chad Richardson Stadium. You go 3 losses.
Yeah, 3 losses.
How'd they get here?
Yeah.
Well,
exactly right.
Yeah,
exactly right. So, but a big one with Holdenville. Make sure I'm not missing any. Phil's going 10-0. Oh, let's see here. T-Fred says T-Fred could be Phil's going 10-0.
He could be.
You're on the radar, T-Fred.
Yeah, you're on the radar.
Because now T-Fred, Phil going 10-0, and Grant Oliver all commenting there. So, Sean on Facebook, Thomas versus Mangum is going to be a great game Friday. Yeah. Absolutely. I favor Mangum in a close one on that one, not in our top 10. Nick Owen, good to hear from Nick. I know that y'all talked about this last week, but the Tulsa Road have Rejoice Christian number one.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
It's absolutely crazy. It's insane.
Yeah.
There's a small. I mean, Rejoice Christian. I got Hooker number one, but Rejoice Christian lost to Cassia Hall. That's when they beat Christian Heritage, they beat Pecola, and they beat Hartshorn. I mean, those are
good quality wins.
Good wins. Good wins. That they didn't beat the best team
by that many.
With a 20-some game winning streak.
But yes, Nick, we agree with you. We think it should be Hooker. Okay, so 2A1. Washington won last week, right? They extend the state's longest winning streak. Millwood wins. Metro Christian wins. Jones wins, and Marlowe wins. So are we good?
Yeah.
Kingston, Perry, OCS just outside.
Just outside.
Big game, Perry coming up here.
Well, they got I think Jones and OCS is a game this week too, isn't it?
Isn't
that one of
it's OCS and who is it?
Is it Jones?
Is it Jones?
I think it's Jones.
OCS and Jones, yes. So we got my number 8 team against Jones' number 4 team. Okay, so we're good there. We're good in 2A1. Let's move up to Class 3A football. Lincoln Christian won. Heritage Hall won. Sulphur wins. Plainview wins. And Cassia Hall wins. Are we good in 3A?
Yep.
Perkins, Idabel, Bristow on the outside. We have Perkins and Bristow playing this week. That would be a big game there. Yep. Okay, here we go. Discussion time.
Okay.
Class 4A football.
Elgin, number 1.
Hold on.
Just stop. You got to be patient.
Wagner, number 1. Elgin, these are last week's rankings.
Last week's rankings.
Wagner, number 1. Elgin, number 2. Tuttle, number 3. Blanchard, number 4. And Bethany, number 5. 1 through 4 has been there all season long. Bethany has been the dominant team at the number 5 spot. They've kind of gone and come back a couple times, but they are solid at that number 5 spot. Yep. So here is the discussion. Tony Wilson, Grant. I already know what Grant's going to say, but so here we go. This is weird. I have Wagner as my number 1 team in 4A, Elgin number 2. In my power rankings, I have Elgin ahead of Wagner.
Yeah.
Power rankings, Wagner has won state championships.
Yep.
They've been to state championships.
Yep.
We have not seen Elgin get there yet. We were talking not to this level last year with Elgin, but we were talking about them being good.
Coming up.
And then Claremore gets them.
Yeah.
Is someone going to get them? We haven't seen it yet. And the great mayor, JJ and Elgin, he loves talking to me on Facebook about, he says he loves my 4A rankings, except for I got them backwards, 2 spots backwards. And I can see the argument. So
Absolutely.
Now, here's the discussion. Wagner loses their all-time career sack leader.
Their best overall player.
Yes, that's a fact.
He's better than Charbonneau?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Charbonneau has the ball in his hand every
I know. I'm just saying.
Down.
You put Shieldknight at quarterback, and he'd be just as good.
So we need to. So the 3 of us need to disclose who we want at 1.
I'll give you my top 5 right now.
Grant says this not like I know that Grant.
I'll give you my top 3.
I'm just saying, Cale Charbonneau in a big time game knows the winning side of that big time game. Elgin, that's the only thing about this Elgin team.
Here's my top 3, Chris. Ready?
Hold on.
I don't care which pit.
Why is it all about you?
Hold on. Can we?
It's always about you. Let me about me for a minute.
I was going to say, that's my job.
Real quick, can we keep Bethany at number 5?
Yes.
I don't care. Yeah.
Blanchard.
I'll put Bethany in front of Blanchard. You can't lose by that much.
Well, Blanchard beat Bethany.
Beat Bethany.
Oh, okay. Never mind. You're right.
The 4 and 5 can stay the same.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. 4 and 5 can stay the same.
Yeah.
Top 3. You ready? Elgin, Tuttle, Wagner.
Oh, okay. So factoring in injuries?
Absolutely.
You factored in injuries?
Yes, you have to.
Okay, so this is the discussion that we have before we go on the air.
The best player in 4A just went out.
So Ronnie has...
4A?
Yes.
Okay.
Ronnie has Elgin 1.
Yep. Tuttle 2.
Tuttle 2.
Wagner 3.
Wagner 3.
Yep.
Phil, what's your ranking this week?
I'm going to leave mine exactly the way I've had it.
So you're going to go Wagner 1,
Yep.
Elgin 2, and
Yep.
Tuttle 3.
Now, I know they lost their best overall player. We'll see how the season plays out for the ranking. But right now, they haven't lost on the field. They lost a player. They haven't lost on the field. For me, they're still number one.
Okay.
You realize if Wagner makes the state championship, I have to stay in the press box. I can't even go down and say hi to Coach.
Oh, you can't go near him.
Yeah. No.
Coach Condit?
No, he'll eat him.
Yeah, he'll kill me.
Yeah,
Nicest guy on earth, and you can't go talk to him.
Can't go talk to him.
Yeah. Okay. So right now, Elgin 3, Tuttle 5, Wagner 4. So right now, Elgin would be the number one team without my vote.
That's right.
Tuttle, Wagner would be number 2, and Tuttle would be number 3.
Mm-hmm.
What's your top 3?
I'm going Tuttle number 3.
Okay.
Going Wagner number 1, Elgin number 2.
Yeah, get out of here with that.
Well, it's the right thing to do. They haven't lost on the field. I mean, the game's still played on the field, right? Did I miss something?
I mean, I just know when FSU lost their quarterback, they didn't get in.
With who?
They won all their games. When FSU lost their quarterback, they still got left out. Quarterback play matters, and injuries matter.
Quarterback play? Did the quarterback get
Quarterback and injuries matter.
Oh, well, you covered up for yourself there.
Well, I'm hedging.
Yeah, hedging a lot. Hedging a lot.
Let's see here. Phil's going
later.
to know Tuttle injury matters just like Florida State losing their quarterback last year, not getting that 4 seed.
That's where you got that from.
He's on the same page as me.
Copycat.
I feel for the young man. He's a great player.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, I want to see it on the field.
I hope we get to.
Yeah. I mean, bottom line, guys, an injury like this could also, because think about this. There could be I'm not saying there is, I don't know. There could be a really, really good sophomore or junior that couldn't get on the field because this kid that's going to OU or that's currently committed to OU has kept him off the field.
That's not true. He just would have transferred.
Huh?
He just would have transferred.
No, that's not from Wagner. And we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, maybe they won't be as good. I don't think they will be as good. You don't replace a kid like that. But it's still Wagner. They're still undefeated. They've been number one all year for me. I'm leaving them number one.
Tony Wilson says, knock off Wagner, then you can talk about someone else.
That's right.
That's what Tony says. Grant says, with injuries, Elgin by 50. He's been going 35, 40 points all year, but now he's moving that up to 50 points. Phil going 10-0. Tuttle only needs 10 days to get a player eligible. It's not over.
14.
That's funny.
That is pretty good. Dallas says, how good is Wagner's offensive line? I can tell you Elgin has a better offensive line.
Yeah.
I've seen it in person. I've not seen Wagner in person. I've seen Elgin in person. Ritzenmeyer's great running back. Treslour, the quarterback, is really, really good.
Running behind a Tennessee recruit.
Correct. And without the Tennessee recruit, they're still
really very good offensive line. Yeah.
Now that doesn't mean when they get the head-to-head that I won't pick Elgin.
Yeah, you never how somebody's gonna react when you get punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
Right, Phil?
I'm just saying.
I know how I react.
I'm just saying Wagner has been in those key situations.
Oh, there's no doubt.
But talent can go past that sometimes. So, good conversation. Nick Owen. Oops, Grant got in there. Nick Owen says, and we probably won't see it on the field until Blanchard comes to Wagner in the second round, most likely. Yeah, we'll get a good idea of Wagner when they go up against Blanchard.
Yeah.
It might be Blanchard Elgin in the
who knows
semis.
That's a gauntlet on that side of the bracket.
It really is.
But what we all do know is top to bottom, the best classification in football in the state of Oklahoma is 4A.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Grant says, I will take the team with the best offensive line every day.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
Nick adds, I have seen Wagner in person, not Elgin. I think Elgin offensive line is probably better. Well, if that's the case, they have a really, really good offensive line.
Yeah, really.
You ready to switch your pick?
No. All right, we need to take our third and final timeout. Oh, no, we haven't even done the 5A rankings.
Oh, I was going to say, we got 5A, 6A2, 6A1.
I just saw the time, and I'm getting nervous. Okay. Carl Everett, number 1. Delsey, number 2. Lawton MacArthur got beat.
Yeah, they're down.
Guthrie, number 4. McAllister got beat.
They're out.
Stick 'em out.
We got a whole new top 5 to look at. And I know Grant will have to let us know what his top 5 is here.
I got Guthrie 3, Duncan 5.
Duncan 5. Okay, so we got to move over to Class 5A on my sheet here. So does Guthrie automatically move up to number 3?
I move him to 3.
I think you have to.
Yeah.
Well,
just because.
Yeah, process elimination.
Newcastle had a fantastic win.
Number
Booker T
4
had a fantastic win. Are they? Guthrie does not have that marquee victory.
No, I like
Booker T does, and Newcastle has marquee victories.
I like Newcastle 4, Booker T 5.
McAllister.
That's a marquee.
Well, they were number 5 on our rankings.
Absolutely.
They can't not be marquee.
Newcastle 4, Booker T 6 in a row. Give him 5 from me.
I'm good with that.
So Newcastle, and then I'm putting it into the system here.
Well, Pryor's up there too. Pryor had a good win against Collinsville last week. So Pryor, Booker T. I mean, that'd be a good game.
So here's my conversation, and I don't think I can get a fair conversation from Grant on this one here. But Lawton MacArthur or Booker T at the 5 spot. You guys say Booker T.
Yeah.
Not Lawton Mac.
So who's Lawton Mac beat this year?
Because you got to put Pryor in front of Mac if you do that.
And Lawton Mac got dog walked by Elgin.
First game of the season.
First game of the year. And
Booker T got dog walked first 2 games of the year.
That's true.
Who are we talking about?
Mac.
Lawton MacArthur. They beat Midwest City. Yeah, beat Midwest City.
Who did? Mac?
Yeah. That's probably their best.
And Booker T's best wins over who?
Booker T's best victories are Shawnee or Bishop Kelly. Oh, and now McAllister.
You know what? Can I change?
Yeah, no, yeah.
I want Mac at 5. I want Mac at 5.
I have Mac at 5.
Yeah, I want Mac at 5.
I think Mac has better schedule. Booker T, they're there. I just couldn't put in my top 5.
I just got Mac. Mac is down in my opinion, just because we all had them going undefeated or losing maybe one game all regular season. No, I get it. Yeah. I get it. So they're not as good as we thought, apparently.
Or the other teams are better than we thought.
Well,
you had them 10-0, Phil.
Well, I had a lot of people 10-0.
Yeah, he did.
Thank God, my family thanks God every day. I don't do this for a living.
I think I had MacArthur with 1, maybe no more than 2 losses.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, they
but
had
the
2 losses
district
now?
Booker, and I think Grant makes a great point. Booker T's district is not good.
Yeah.
Let's go into over here real quick. Chris Frost, I think Claremore even brought down the middle school players for that playoff game. There was kids with mismatched helmets. Grant says, tried to tell y'all 5 weeks ago about Newcastle. Got to see it first, right? I'm trying to remember what the game I saw Newcastle. I've seen them twice this year. Let's see here. Grant Oliver says, I've seen both teams on offense, but Newcastle over Guthrie.
I think Nick makes a great point with his comment.
Phil is going 10-0, has Carl number 1, Del City number 2, Guthrie 3, Booker T 4, and Pryor 5. Dallas has Guthrie 3, Newcastle 4, Booker T 5. Grant says Booker T's district is awful. Shawnee, improved team. Bishop Kelly, not as good as we thought this year. McAllister, about what we thought.
Yeah.
Booker T, it's not like Booker T blew out McAllister.
Right.
It was 13-7.
Right.
And Nick says, I think 3 through 10 and 5A could be interchangeable.
I think that's the best statement of the whole discussion.
Yeah. McAllister can beat Guthrie. Yeah. Newcastle can beat Guthrie.
Yeah.
I mean,
Guthrie can beat any of them.
Guthrie can beat any of those. MacArthur can beat any of them. Can lose any of them.
Yeah.
It's just
there's 2 teams and then there's everybody else in 5A.
Yep. The 2 teams that bring in the most players.
That's right.
All right, 6A2 football. We do have a little bit of a change there, right? Because Piedmont got beat by Southmore. That is not. That's a bad loss.
Yeah.
That is a bad loss. They got Stillwater this week, so we're keeping Muskogee 1, Choctaw 2, Stillwater 3, Sand Springs 4. It's amazing how 1 through 4, sometimes 1 through 5 are the easiest ones to pick, and then 5 through 10 is I spend too much time.
Yeah.
Too many brain cells on this. So your options at number 5, Piedmont's out. You have PC North. You have Pump City. You have, Sapulpa got beat. So really, your only
PC
choices
North or Putnam City?
is PC North or Putnam City.
Didn't they play already?
They did. Putnam City won head-to-head 21-7 or 21-0. I can't remember right.
Was that early?
It was early in the season.
You got to put PC.
You got to put PCO then.
Yeah, you do.
That's what I did in my top 10.
Yeah, head-to-head.
It matters. It has to matter regardless of when you play.
Because Putnam City has 3 losses.
Yeah.
PC North only has 1 loss. That's the other side of it.
Oh, yeah.
But
who did Putnam City lose
well,
to?
they lost to 6A1 Yukon to begin the season. They lost to Choctaw, and they lost to Stillwater.
Well, 2 of those losses are good teams.
Yeah, and that's what PC North has now to finish up their 2 toughest, Sand Springs and Muskogee.
Yeah, so next week they could be flipped. It doesn't matter.
I go just because of the head-to-head, I go PC.
That's what I ultimately did with my
But I would have PC North 6.
And that's exactly exactly what I have on mine as well. So, all right. So I got that fixed. It hasn't updated yet. So, okay. We got that. All right. And then the final one here, 6A1, I think everything changed except for the number 5 spots. It's been Deer Creek.
Yeah.
It's been a whole bunch. So
Go Tigers.
Ronnie's Tigers are in at number 5. Number 1, Owasso, 2, Bixby, 3, Union, 4, Jinx, and 5, Norman. We all good with that one?
Yep.
All right, third and final timeout. Come back, top 10 games of the week. Your picks as well after this. At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Louis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Louis Turney a call at 282-7600.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin. That's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I love to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. 1 taste and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
I have brought you here today to beg you to call Red River Roofing. They have the best trained staff in the state. The Red River sales consultants are experts that make sure every single roof is 100% waterproof.
I appreciate all your hard work.
Please save your questions for the end. In closing, call Red River today for your free inspection.
I'm convinced.
Red River Roofing. Even the kid gets it.
Welcome back, High School Huddle, fourth and final segment. One, two,
however many.
It's the final segment.
It's been a lot of segments.
I hope you get a lot of candy tomorrow before the Stillwater Piedmont football game.
Yes.
It is the final segment here. It is the top 10 games of the week, the most popular segment on the show. And before we get to the top 10, there are some games that did not make the top 10. Give me your picks here real quick.
Okay.
Bixby at Deer Creek.
Yeah.
Owasso at Norman North.
Owasso.
Sapulpa at Muskogee.
Sorry. Oh, Muskogee.
North Rock Creek at Plainview.
Plainview.
Duh.
Shakota at Idabel.
Oh, Shakota. Best running back in state.
No.
Is that true?
Shakota?
Yeah.
Shakota?
Wait a second. You're going against Idabel?
Oh, that's who they're playing? Oh, Idabel. Never mind.
Good.
Shakota has the wide receiver that's going to.
Is that the wide receiver?
Yeah.
Okay.
Idabel.
Colcord at Salina.
Well, Colcord, of course.
Yeah. Hey, Salina defeated Kansas in a little bit of a surprise last week.
Yeah.
The former coach at Ponca City, now the head coach at Salina. Did you know?
Oh, he made his way over there to Salina, did he?
Yep. All right. Those are the games that did not make the top 10. They were considered and did not quite make it in there. So, we get here real quick. Straight Path Ministries. Oh, Sean, he made the move over from Facebook to YouTube. Thank you for that. He says, I can't believe I missed this all season, top notch and professional. Are you guys going to be doing basketball too? We've always talked about that.
Oh, for the High School Huddle?
Yeah.
We have always talked about that.
We've always talked about that. I haven't been able to pull the trigger.
It's hard because I know my kids, they wrestle and they play basketball, so it's pretty. I'm pretty busy.
Phil,
what am I going to do with my hands?
We know.
Do basketball?
We know. Phil, you think Phil loves football?
Phil did a basketball game last year.
I did one game. I looked at Chris and I said, I can't do this.
I think Phil said 2 sentences that entire game.
I don't know anything about the damn game. 5's got the ball. What's 12 hitting him for? I mean, I don't know.
Well, they attacked the backside of the zone when they rotated over.
But I do wrestling.
Yeah,
he does do wrestling.
Yeah, you definitely do wrestling.
Yeah,
so,
I do.
Yeah, we'll ponder that. Try to get.
It would be
going
fun.
Here. Yeah, it would.
It'd be fun to do this maybe winter sports.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it is a lot.
All right. Top 10 games of the week. Before we get that, we got to look at my horrible record.
Oh.
Ronnie, 9-1 last week. Could not go 10-0.
Close.
Has not been. Phil's the only one to go 10-0 this year.
Thank you, Chris.
He's come close to going 10-0 3 times.
3 times. That's right.
This year, Ronnie's this your third time to go 9-1?
Yep, something like that.
We'll go over that here in a second. His only loss. Ronnie with a 3-game lead over Phil.
Season's early.
In the distance and 8 games back. As I am now in that spot.
I'm like a 5 handicap. I'm just consistent. You know what I mean?
You're steady?
Just steady, consistent.
5's just steady?
The older gentleman who just...
10 steady.
5 is really steady, though.
5, you can take people's money.
The older gentleman who can't hit it very far, but down the middle.
Oh, yeah, just right down the middle. Let's go, boys.
T. Fred confirms it's the third time, Phil, that Ronnie's gone 9-1. Thank you, T. Fred.
Thank you, T. Fred.
on it.
T. Fred, get that on the board. That deserves to be on the graphic there. Thank you for that. Sarah wants to know what's wrong with Ronnie tonight.
Well, he's your man.
There's nothing we can.
He's your responsibility, not ours.
Nothing we can do. All right, here we go. Game number 10 in the state of Oklahoma. It is the Chandler Lions taking on Sperry. In Sperry, by the way, that's north of Owasso if you're counting at home, and I know you are. Sperry is where the Bundy boys went from from Sperry to Owasso before moving on to professional baseball. This will be the 6th meeting between these two programs, Phil. Chandler is 4-1. They've won 4 straight. Their last time they met up was in 2008. The quarterback, Jack Gray. He's now the head coach of the Chandler Lions. So he knows all about beating Sperry.
Okay.
Metro, they're the district champions. That's going to happen. Winner of this ball game, they take 2nd place. Against Metro, Chandler lost 35-0. Sperry lost 48-0. Sperry has won 2 straight. Chandler has won 3 straight. Sperry's losses this year, Phil, Inola, Longhorns, Kiefer, and Metro.
Okay.
Chandler, Stroud, Clinton, and Metro. It cost you, Phil, 10-0. How about this? I reached out to my Chandler folks for a little bit of nugget.
Yeah.
Chandler has not allowed a district point in the a offensive point in the first half outside Metro Christian.
Oh, okay.
So they are a strong first half team.
Okay.
It's very led by head
No
coach
suspensions
Robert
this
Park.
week?
Oh, boy.
I don't think there's any suspensions that I know of this week.
Shockwaves through me.
All right.
We were at a road game when that happened.
T-Fred has Chandler. Phil Gontino has Chandler. Nick Owen has Chandler. Kenny has Chandler. And Tony says the Lions will roar. Dallas also with Chandler. Ronnie, you are on the clock.
I got the box.
You got the box again.
2 weeks in a row. It feels good.
7:31. Let's hurry it up.
7:31. You better send a message out to the other show.
That's your responsibility.
Oh, sorry. Tony's bringing us pizza tonight, I believe.
Yeah.
So for that, I'm picking Chandler.
Yeah.
We all going Chandler.
Yeah, give me the fight in Tony Wilson's.
You can check that game out on Tony's YouTube. On Tony's YouTube, it might as well be Tony. Tony is the true. I don't care what elections say. Tony is the mayor of Chandler. It is on YouTube. Just simply look up Chandler Lions and on YouTube, and you will find the Chandler Lions.
Let's pick Chandler too.
Also got good softball coverage, and they will have basketball coverage, and they will have baseball coverage. So good luck to them. Everybody's picking Chandler, and I do mean everybody. All right. Game, I couldn't decide blue or red for Chandler. I went blue. Okay. Game number 9, 5A3 matchup. Shawnee taking on Bishop Kelly. It shouldn't be Tulsa Kelly. It should be Bishop Kelly, but for size, it had to go Tulsa Kelly. Shawnee 6-2 this year, 4-1 in district play. Bishop Kelly 3-5, 3-2 in district play. This is the 12th meeting between these two programs.
Verse 3-5.
Bishop Kelly leads the series 8-3. Kelly has won 5 in a row. Remember, Shawnee was really down.
That's 5 in a row, Phil.
Booker T. Washington, likely the district champion. McAllister, Shawnee, Kelly fighting for the 2-3-4 spot, Phil. Shawnee, 3 wins last year. 0-10 in 2022. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Head coach Jason Madonna has done a great job with this Shawnee program.
Sure has.
The Shawnee losses, PC North 35-3, Booker T. Washington 35-7. Their key victory over Ardmore 34-13. Bishop Kelly has lost to McGinnis, Springdale, Arkansas, Sand Springs, Booker T. Washington, and McAllister. Their key victory this year, none. They don't have a marquee victory. Brittany is going with the Comets of Bishop Kelly. Dallas Shawnee. Phil's going 10-0, Bishop Kelly. Tony, BG.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
That's the guy that's bringing his pizza.
Here we go.
Oh, he's going Leslie. I don't know what that means.
I don't know, but I'm nervous.
Dallas Shawnee, Leslie Shawnee, T-Fred Shawnee. Phil, you are on Tony Wilson, Bishop Kelly. Phil?
Why? I mean, why would you do this?
Our top 10, we try to find our goal is to find someone to go 0-10 in picks. We want the top 10.
Well, you're on to a good start.
Well, me especially.
I'm taking freaking Bishop Kelly. I just can't pick Shawnee. I just don't believe it.
Well, that's okay because I'll pick Shawnee. I go with the Fighting Jason Madonnas. He's been around that Mid-Dale district. He's taken over to Shawnee. He'll be one of the head coaches at Midwest. Might be the next head coach of Midwest City.
Well,
whenever that opens.
He's got a perfectly good job right where he's at. He likes where he's at.
You might go home to the Mid-Dale.
But he likes where he's at.
Could be. Okay. I'm just saying whenever that job comes open, or if Dale City comes open, or Carl Albert comes open, Madonna will be one of the candidates in there. Just mark it down. He might not get it. Wow. He might not want it. He will be a candidate on the list. Ronnie, give you plenty of time.
I think I just need. Do I just go with Phil and just keep my lead, or do I try to pick who I think's going to win?
You're a man of integrity.
Don't you want to go 10-0?
You're a man of integrity.
I do want to go 10-0.
Well, there you go.
Would you?
But I also want to win the season. Like I have.
Well, you're going to win the season.
You win the season by go 10-0.
Yeah.
Give me Shawnee.
Yes.
Perfect. That's the way I wanted it. Make up some ground here.
Dallas says, "Don't worry, Chris. We share the same exact overall record." Yeah, it happens. Sometimes it happens this year. All right, game number 8. The Del City Eagles taking on the Claremore Zebras. Both teams are 7-1 overall. Del City 5-0 in district play. Claremore 4-1. This is a rematch of last year's semis, 31-13.
This should be a top 5 game right here.
I feel like this is one we can make some time up on.
Second meeting between these two programs. Del City versus Pryor next week. District title will be decided next week. It goes a long way this week. Claremore won the first 5 games. Lost to Pryor 31-6. They did beat Collinsville 35-34. Del City has beaten Booker T. Washington, Midwest City, and Collinsville. Their only loss, Edmond Memorial, at the beginning of the season. 7 straight wins for the Eagles. Quarterback for Del City, Cash Kortner, transfer from Total. 910 passing yards. Rickland Holmes, stud. Saw him last year. Jeremiah Miles and Caleb Blackwolf, transfer from El Reno. Combined over 1,100 yards, 18 touchdowns. Claremore's got the quarterback, transferring from Ulagal. Brad Hosington, he'll go over 1,000 yards passing this in this game for the season. He's also rushed for 613 yards, got a good wide receiver and a running back in Cecil Garrett. Del City versus Claremore.
Chris, you're up.
Oh, that's me. Del City versus Claremore.
Tony's drinking.
I will, in time's sakes, I will go with Del City. Claremore?
Go ahead, Ronnie.
Hey, Del City, all the Mid-Dale fans are upset because Del City and Carl Albert are scheduled to be in the state semifinals. Lose this game, and it could be a state championship game.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there
motivation.
Yes, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, just lay down.
Give me Del City.
Yeah, Del City.
All right. Del City, all the way across. We get the DC logos up there. Everybody's picking Del City. Nick Owens says, huge. Del City is upset. Zebra Cakes. Dallas says Garrett is a running back that came from Owasso. Owasso has 3 stud running backs that play every game.
Yeah.
They could have had a 4th?
Make it 4, yeah.
Good grief.
Yeah.
More on Owasso maybe next week. Running out of time. Game number 7.
Ronnie,
I had to make sure my graphics, my cards got shuffled. All right. Yes. Game number 7 of this week features the Sand Springs Sendites, 5-3 overall. We've gone over their schedule already.
What are their losses again? I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Bixby, Owasso.
I got it coming up here.
Oh, okay.
Got it coming up. This is just a 6 PC North 7-1, 5-0, 7-3 victors over Sapulpa last week. First meeting back in 1990. Win gives Sand Springs a good chance at the second place. They are at Sapulpa next week. PC North wins, gives them a shot at winning a district title. They got Muskogee next week. Sand Springs victories this year, Bishop Kelly. Probably their best victory, Bishop Kelly.
That's their best win.
Best win. Their losses. Bixby, Owasso, Muskogee.
How many points did they score against Bixby or Owasso?
Who are we talking about?
Muskogee.
Sand Springs?
Yeah.
Sand Springs.
Can't believe you didn't do all this before you got here, Phil.
I was busy.
He was working.
The one that works here.
Muskogee beat Sand Springs 49-33. Bixby beat them 50-10, and Owasso beat them 48-17. Okay,
They scored 17 against Owasso?
Yep. Let me continue here quick. PC North victories this year. They beat Shawnee and Sapulpa. Those are their key
Those
wins.
are 2 best wins?
Yeah. Their only loss, Putnam City.
Okay.
There's the strength of schedule.
Okay.
Strength of schedule. Pump City is 20. Their schedule 23-39. They got
PC North.
Yeah. Strength of schedule for Sand Springs 30-32. So Sand Springs has a little bit of a tougher schedule.
Yeah.
Now that's going to switch the next 2 weeks with Muskogee and Sand Springs on PC North schedule. Easton Webb, quarterback, we've been talking about him all season long. Over 2,000 passing yards already, 26 touchdowns. PC North quarterback Mason Jones, 901 yards, 8 touchdowns. And they got a good running back in Milton Alford, over 800 rushing yards, 13 touchdowns. He had 182 against Bartlesville, along with 2 touchdowns as well. So this will be a fun one to catch up on as well. Go over here. We all 3 picked against PC North, and I can't remember who it was in the comments, but only one person picked PC North to win that game. So
that happens when you've been down for years and you start winning. It takes a while for people to be believers.
Yep.
We got them at 6 in our rankings. So
Nick Owen, Sand Springs, Dallas, Sand Springs, T-Fred, Sand Springs, Kenny Gillespie. It might have been Kenny that picked PC North last week. I think it might have been Kenny. Phil's going to know Sand Springs. Tony Wilson says PC North. Leslie has Sand Springs. That's all the inside information.
I get to go first?
Yeah.
Hold on, I got to get to my picks here. Okay, I'm ready. Ronnie is on the clock. Trying to go 10-0. The team that cost him 10-0 last week.
Well, official cost me 10-0. I think it's going to be a good game.
Yep.
Like I said last week, it was going to be a good game. This is going to be a good game. Because Sand Springs play those tougher teams, I think they'll find a way to win. Sand Springs.
There will not be any all factor. And we've said on several teams this year, but Sand Spring has seen the elite of the elite.
Yeah.
Okay. Phil? Brittany says, hard for me to cheer for the Sendites, but yeah, probably Sand Springs.
You know, give me Sand Springs.
You about to talk yourself into PC North there, dude.
Well, I'm trying to make up a game.
All
right. I will go with Sand Springs as well in this one here. That game's in Putnam City North, so it'll be
a good crowd.
We'll be a good crowd.
We got a great crowd here on the High School Huddle right now as we look down. The numbers keep getting bigger and bigger. We appreciate everyone checking us out here on the most popular segment of the show here on the High School Huddle. I'm waiting for this is called stretching, for my logo to pop up there. So this
it's got to be official. It's not official.
It's not official. There it is.
Sometimes we have to go back, Phil.
I almost went with Charles Page.
I
almost went with Charles Page.
Page is good.
Game number 6, Piedmont 5-3 at Stillwater 6-2. This is a Thursday night game. Stillwater can win second place. They're at Southmore next week. Piedmont second by winning out. They got to beat Stillwater and Putnam City.
Stillwater.
Phil says Stillwater. I say Stillwater. Ronnie? Yep. Stillwater. All three of us go with the Stillwater Pioneers. That Piedmont losing to Southmore. That's just Stillwater in that voodoo defense. Yeah, the stand-up defense. Okay, it's already on that stretch. Thank you, Dallas. All right. Oh, my. Didn't get the graphic right. Oh, no. OCS is blue. They can be red, too.
Okay, very good.
OCS 6-2. Jones 6-2. 4-1 district play, though, is Jones. OCS is 3-2. Jones has won 3 straight. Their loss is Bethany and Millwood. Win helps for the second spot. Some team called Millwood has that. 10th meeting, Jones is 8-1. They won 5 straight in this meeting. First meeting since 2019. OCS started 5-0. They dropped 2 of their last 3. This is a good district, 2A11. Yep. Millwood, Jones, Perry, OCS, and Chisholm. Somebody is not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Does T. Fred always pick private schools?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Jason Walters. Hey, good to see Jason.
D-Dub.
Got Jones. Nick has Jones. Phil's going 10-0 has Jones. T. Fred has OCS. Am I going first?
Yes.
Yeah. Strike up the Longhorn band.
Yep. Ronnie?
Hook 'em.
Hook 'em.
Jones. T. Fred, you might be the only one picking OCS. I hate to do that. Tanner Roof grew up in Guthrie.
I know.
OCS coach. By the way, congratulations to Reagan Roof and the Kingfisher Jackets.
Yeah.
They beat North Rock Creek, I think it was.
Good football team.
Or I think it was North Rock Creek. So congratulations to them. Kingfisher still in the playoff race.
I think Keaton Collins still on staff over at Kingfisher as well.
Yep.
Okay, it's good.
Okay, good. All right. Game number 4. Did I get it right? Yep. Oh, we don't have the logo.
That's okay, Chris.
There it is. Perkins 6-2. Bristow 5-3. This will decide the second spot. Sulphur, they're the district champions. Perkins wins Seminole and Victory Christian. This would be their marquee win. I like marquee win. I like that saying that. Losses are Cushing and Sulphur. Bristow, they beat Berry Hill, Seminole, and Victory Christian. They lost to Cushing, Wagner, and Sulphur. 26th meeting. Cushing leads the series 16-9. They've won 4 straight, including last year's 34-21 victory. Who's up, Ronnie?
It's a tough one.
This is a pick'em game.
Yeah, it really is.
It's 100% a pick'em game.
Yeah.
I'll go with the Ogles, though. I'll go with Perkins.
Perkins is one of my favorite revival places.
They cost you last year, right?
Well, I mean, it's for the
short memory.
Lord.
Oh.
Perkins.
I got to go with the Fighting Ogles. Or do I? It's on the road at Bristol.
No, there you go.
I can't go against the Ogles.
Okay.
Can't go against the Ogles. All right. Perkins. There it is. Game number 3, Edmond Memorial at Broken Arrow. 9th meeting. Broken Arrow, 8-0 all time against the Bulldogs of Edmond Memorial.
Domination.
Edmond Memorial victories, Del City, Edmond North, Norman North, Santa Fe, Yukon, Westmore. They only lost Deer Creek and Owasso. BA, 19-24 in the past 4 seasons. Before that, under head coach David Alexander, he was 7 years.
You won a state title, right?
He was 60-21. He has a state championship and 2 state semifinals.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Broken Arrow wins over Harbor, Arkansas, Yukon, and Santa Fe.
Who's up, me?
Yes.
Oh, Edmond Memorial. Broken Arrow is now 1-8. or 8-1 against Edmond Memorial.
I will go Edmond Memorial as well. I know Ronnie's going to go Edmond Memorial. He's got to protect. Not 10-0. Dallas Edmond Memorial, not sure how much longer BA Headman is there. Leslie has Memorial. Phil Gontineau has Memorial. Tony Wilson has Broken Arrow. Brittany has Broken Arrow. T. Fred has Edmond Memorial. Game number 2. Bishop McGinnis Fighting Irish, the T-Freds of OKC on the road in Newcastle. Newcastle really enjoying Class 5A football this year. This will be the 8th meeting between these two programs. Bishop McGinnis leads at 4-3. In fact, Bishop McGinnis has won 4 straight. But that was back in 84, 85, 86, and 87. Okay.
Great years.
Newcastle, they win. They're district champions. They got Southeast next week. Count them in. 9 wins in 2023 did Newcastle. Newcastle's won 4 straight. They beat Midwest City 43-7, beat MacArthur 35-31. Losses, Tuttle, Blanchard, Elgin. McGinnis has won 2 straight, Duncan in Southeast. They got MacArthur next week. Their loss, Deer Creek, lost to Deer Creek 53-17 and beat Bishop Kelly 39-25.
Who else did they lose to?
McGinnis lost to Midwest City. 14-11.
Yeah.
All right. T. Fred has McGinnis.
That's a shocker.
Private school.
Well,
he didn't pick. He pointed out up here earlier. He said.
It was our private school.
He said, I didn't pick Bishop Kelly.
Well, no, that's his rival. He can't do that.
That was awesome.
That was McGinnis all caps, by the way.
All caps.
T. Fred's check in the upper left corner, because I've gotten before, says Bishop McGinnis Catholic High School.
That's right. That's right.
I heard him yell that.
Oh, yeah. Everybody heard that. Yeah.
Phil Gontineau, Jason, Nick, Leslie, Tony, Kenny, all picking Newcastle. Dallas going to McGinnis?
Yeah.
No wonder Dallas and I have the same overall record.
You're up.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I've been on the Newcastle bandwagon. Not as long as Grant. Give me Newcastle.
I'm riding with you, Chris. With the racers.
You're going to race all the way? Phil?
Get your game back.
Ooh, how can you go against T. Fred and get a game back on Ronnie? Oh.
You can't see, but these are green socks, and those are green stripes. Give me McGinnis.
The Irish. T. Fred, you will never hear the end of this one.
Give me McGinnis.
You'll never hear the end of it, T. Fred. They better hold up. Dallas reminds us that he has gone 10-0 this year. So, all right, there it is. It's officially on there. McGinnis Irish. All right, game of the week. Carl Albert Titans taking on the Guthrie Blue Jays. Carl Albert, we know all about them. 8-0, 5-0 in district play. Guthrie 6-2, 5-0 in district play. I think what's going to happen here a little bit is going to be popping up was exactly what happened last year. Carl Albert in Jelsma wins with 45 seconds left on the clock, 24-21. So we'll see if it plays out here again. Carl Albert has won second best 34-game win streak in the state of Oklahoma behind Washington. 52nd meeting between these two programs. Titans lead at 29-22. They have won 7 straight. Before that, Guthrie had won 6 straight. It's all about streaks in this series here. Guthrie has won 5 straight. No marquee win, though. Altus, El Reno, Noble, Duncan.
Yeah.
This would definitely be
the marquee win of any team all year long.
T-Fred.
Losses, Tuttle and Blanchard. Carl Albert is at Altus next week. Lawton is in Guthrie next week. Carl Albert's last loss was to Muskogee in 2022. I
remember that.
First 5 games, Carl Albert allowed 0 points. 19 points in the last 3 weeks. Something's going wrong. Something's going wrong. 6 shutouts the entire year. Carl Albert has won by an average score of 57-2. That includes Stillwater on the schedule. Carl Albert has won 18 state championships, all since 1989. I bragged enough on Devin Woodring, their quarterback. 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns in the victory over Lawton last week as he went over 200 yards. LT Simmons, the transfer in from Choctaw, is the 2-headed monster at running back, along with Caden Davis, the staple of Carl Albert. Yeah, Carl Albert football is Caden Davis, running back, linebacker. You can have all the OU guys. Caden Davis is the dude on that team.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right.
Ronnie, you're up.
He's still talking.
By the way, against Lawton, Carl Albert had 403 offensive yards. Lawton had 190.
Play a little defense over there.
This defense, Carl Albert has 18 championships in 1989. This defense is different from all the other defense. This one's a very, very good defense. Let's see here. Dallas CA, Leslie CA, Kenny, Guthrie by 3. Nick has Carl Albert. T-Fred says, give me Guthrie. Tony goes CA. Jason Walters is going with the Blue Jays. And Phil Gonio says, Carl Albert with the ghost of the stadium, keep it close. Well, Guthrie's already leading 21-0 according to some.
That's right.
Some report. I forgot about that. I forgot to put that on the note card.
That's right.
21-0 already, Guthrie.
21.
Spot 21.
Might not be enough. Because we might just blow them out. So, in order for Guthrie to have an opportunity in this game, the crowd has got to be in there, which they always are. Guthrie, Carl Albert, you're going to hear it on both sides. You might as well. This is basically going to be like a homecoming game.
Crowd.
You know how Guthrie's homecomings are.
Guthrie's
some of the best in state.
Their records are very good in homecoming games.
Very good at homecoming games. You're going to see this crowd be up.
Crowd up.
It's going to be a great atmosphere. I'll be cheering for the biggest upset in the entire state. But just in case they don't, I'll pick Carl Albert. Just to make sure. Yeah, just in case it doesn't happen, which I think it will. But just in case.
Now, you graduated from Guthrie.
I did.
You have a lot of friends in Guthrie.
Lots of friends.
You have family members in Guthrie.
He has a business in Guthrie.
I have a business in Guthrie.
Okay.
I actually coach at Guthrie.
How could you ever pick against Guthrie?
Phil?
Me? Oh, Carl Albert.
Well,
I agree with everything Ronnie said.
Yeah.
I think Guthrie has a really good football team. That's why we got him 3rd in 5A. I think that Guthrie from week 0 to now has made so many improvements in so many ways.
Yeah. A good team of adjustments.
Yes. Nobody wants Guthrie to win more than me. A lot of people want him to win as much as me. Nobody wants him to win any more than me. Okay. If this isn't a Guthrie show, we aren't right here covering the Blue Jays. If this is a Guthrie Blue Jays show, I'd probably say Guthrie.
Sure.
But I just think Carl Albert's too darn much for everybody in 5A. Yeah. I don't think it matters. I think if they play Del City tomorrow, they run rule Del City too. I think they're far and away the best team in 5A, and I don't think it's close. Now, saying all that, there's something about Guthrie, Carl Albert matchups. Weird stuff happens with Guthrie and Carl Albert plays, especially at the Rock.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just weird. But I think Carl Albert's just too much.
Everybody's picking Carl Albert, so if Guthrie pulls off the biggest upset of the year, it makes it even much sweeter.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Us against the world.
Yeah, again, it's against the world. Again, Guthrie has got to make sure they handle getting punched in the mouth early. They got to be able to react to that and come back and score whenever they come to score.
Lawton had a good start last week, and then Carl Albert was way too much.
You got to play at a time, quarter at a time. You know how how the coach's talk goes, but it's all true this week. You have to.
Fun show. Fun show. We always try to go an hour. That never happens. So we try to make it an hour and a half. Last 2 weeks have gone 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah.
This show has taken off here in the state, and we appreciate everyone from across the state checking us out tonight. Best of luck to your football team.
Use more sponsors
on Thursday and Friday. We got great sponsors. Great sponsors.
What the hell's wrong with the ones we got?
So we could use more though.
How are we going to fit them in?
That's true.
We got a production meeting.
We'll do a 3-hour show.
We do have great.
Jeez, we'll start the show at 2.
We'll be the next Joe Rogans.
So as I said, best of luck to all the teams out there, and we'll do this next week, win or lose. If the Blue Jays win, we're going to be here. If they lose, we're going to be here. But
loud and proud.
There might be a lot of flags.
There could be some stuff going on next week.
Yeah. So, all right, that'll do it for Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols. I'm Chris Evans. We'll talk to you next week here on the High School Huddle.